Hello everyone. Welcome to Future Friday presented by the X Future. Future Friday features a great entrepreneur every time to showcase his or her story and great product for the Industry 4.0. My name is Miki, Tokyo-based Vice President Business Development at the X Future. And thank you again, Masa, for joining Future Friday. Today, we have a Japanese entrepreneur who is ready to offer the great solution to ensure our new normal life after the pandemic. Here's Masayoshi Mitsui, a CEO at CollaboGate. Hi, Master. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm great.
Thank you
I'm
for
great.
coming. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
coming. Yeah, so first, I'm very curious about the story about your startup, CollaboGate. What brought you here? Can you share about some stories with us?
Of course, so can I start?
Yes.
Yeah, I was a researcher of the distributed autonomous system in the Keio University. And at the time, I was impressed that internet has incorporated distributed autonomous mechanisms, such as correcting errors in communication by adding redundancy to the data, like DNA. And I thought that this, nature is so robust and sustainable mechanism like decentralized. And that I feel that is beautiful. And I was obsessed to apply decentralized autonomous system to the people's life. In the laboratory, I'm trying to apply self-assembly, self-holding system to digital fabrication. And I'm, have many experience to building the software and hardware. And it's a very natural process. I'm interested in the blockchain field.
Oh, I see.
Around 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And I start my global research group about the distributed ledger technology. And now the member is over 900 people.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. And through my research, I gradually recognized that blockchain tech can be applied only to solving like a trust issue. In most of the use cases, we don't need a blockchain. It's not efficient way. And I met a decentralized identity concept around 2017 and 18. At the time, I was so strongly interested in the use cases applying the blockchain for the public infrastructure. That so makes sense for me. And we, expand our community, and we get many inquiries from the enterprises, mainly in Japan. And I decided to establish CollaboGate in 2019.
I see.
Yeah. And at the time, I don't focus on the decentralized identity.
Mm-hmm.
But in spring last year, in Japan during the pandemic of the COVID-19, I witnessed the many personal data issues. And we get some common customer voices from the enterprises. They are having trouble handling, personal information in the context of the digital transformations. And I gained confidence that we need to build a new identity mechanism on the current internet. And I made a decision to bet in this field.
Well, sounds exciting.
Thank you.
By that time, were you by yourself? Are
No,
you the only member?
no, I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So I was obsessed with, decentralized identity concept at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure how to build it and how to solve the tech issue at the time. And I contact the more than 10 engineer I trusted. And they said, that's a good concept, Masa, but it seems tough to make it. And I, thought it was like an illusion for me. And but I'm still obsessed with this concept. And last year in May, I met Chiba. He is a CTO at CollaboGate now. And we talk at the cafe and to introduce my concept and the new identity stacks and why it's important for us. And he was listening and drawing architecture at the cafe. And he said we can make it. So I don't remember the detail, but I remember that moved my soul. And it's very natural. We keep going and we keep conversation of the technical issues and making a prototype and start a POC with enterprises.
Wow, that's very fast.
Yeah. I feel destiny.
Sounds like a startup. Sounds like a part of a startup legend.
And we first place release in March this year. And we got many inquiries from the enterprises. And as our pipeline is growing, and I was looking for the right person who can build the operational system together to deliver our product to the enterprises. And one day I attended some startup community event as a speaker. And then Miki, you found me from this community and contacted me. At first, you don't know about our business and the product, but we have a conversation, and I realized that your background and the skills philosophy is a perfect match with our mission and the challenge. And we work together little by little to develop our business and build operation. So you joined our board. Thank you.
I remember that. I remember that. And I'm such a shy person. So let's move on, Masa.
Okay.
So
that is our team right now.
Yeah.
And in the current stage, we focus on developing the global standard compliant and the production-ready decentralized identity platform. And mainly in Japan, we are working with the leading enterprises in the different industries such as IoT and the logistics, supply chain, and the digital government and the finance. It's like social infrastructure field. And later I'd like to introduce our recent press release related to the IoT devices and the decentralized identity. Yeah, that's a CollaboGate and us.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So every time I hear about what's going on with CollaboGate, I'm so excited.
Thank
And
you.
I'm still excited. So by the way, your product called Unit, decentralized ID platform. What kind of problem does your ID platform solve for your clients? Can you dig a little deeper about the problem statement?
Yeah. So, okay. As I told, due to the pandemic, digital transformation of our social infrastructure has accelerated, and the customer behavior has shifted to the online and the contactless. With order food deliver, and maybe we can understand this shifting and changing. And we are facing with a major two problem with the digital identity on the current internet. And first one is we cannot control our digital identity by ourselves. I mean, the enterprises manage our digital identity and the personal information. And the second thing is we cannot validate and verify the authenticity of the interaction. So we cannot verify the correctness of the data on the internet. So this is the two major problem, and this is a structure problem of the current internet.
I see. So the problem that you are trying to solve sounds like huge ones. So would you be able to break down those problems a little more to the level of little breakdown more a little bit so that your enterprise client typically faces?
Okay. It's a great example of the vaccine passport. Have you heard that?
Yeah, it's on the news. in these days, here and there?
So vaccine passport coverage is being expanded to help people regain the daily lives while preventing, spread of the infection. And in fact, France government published vaccination can be used for the restaurant and the transportation. And some restaurant in the New York State need to verify the vaccination right now. So, the coverage is being expanded, and the digital certification seems to be convenient, but there is many, data issues. So first one is the, data privacy concern is increasing. Maybe you, as you know, you may feel sick to have your daily activity monitored by the government and the enterprises. At least I feel sick. And the second one is no one wants to correct vaccine certification to invest money to protect the personal information. They just want to verify it. They don't want to correct it. So in US, there are more than 60 different databases of the vaccine passport already. So how to share the certification across different systems, different country in a secure and privacy preserving manner? That is humankind facing these issues. And if people can control their digital identity and anyone can verify them, we can solve the issue. So first you go to the hospital and install the vaccine passport, and the hospital issued vaccine certification to your your smartphone, and you can bring this digital certification to show it to the restaurant by yourself, and anyone can verify them cryptographically. That is our decentralized approach.
That's beautiful. I can imagine how decentralized vaccine passports can help accelerating the new normal of people's
Mhm,
life globally.
mhm.
So, can you introduce some other use cases where your decentralized ID platform can be applicable horizontally?
Okay, so horizontally, yes. So we can solve the same issue of the KYC, know your customer. I show some use cases in the bank. So bank faces, identity verification issues because the bank has the incompatible two goals. First, basically, bank need to correct personal information due to compliant with anti-money laundering. I mean, to stop behavior, they want to know the customer. And each bank, typically spend annual 60 million USD to verify and due diligence customer. Only in Japan, we have the, more than 500 banks. So in total, 3 billion USD a year just to check who you are.
Um, that sounds like a huge loss, huge waste of money.
Crazy. And on the other hand, so data is silo in the BFSI market is already always target to be attacked. I mean, cyber attacked. And the data breach has huge, social impact in the BFSI market. So in summary, so they need to correct the personal information as much as possible to stop bad behavior. But on the other hand, they don't want to correct and store personal data in one place. So by leveraging, decentralized identity technology, we can streamline the verification process to save costs and improve the user experience without correcting personal information in one place. That is our solution.
Yeah, more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So, Masa, so in summary, what would people be able to do by using your unique identity stack? I mean, solution. Can you share your solution?
Of course.
What can you need to do?
So in the conceptually, so people can own their digital identity and control your personal information. And on the internet, anyone can verify exchange the data without the need for any third party. And the people can control personal information. It's like, digital wallet. So you can, request some credential about you, and you store your credential to the digital wallet, and you can show this credential to the, other peers, like a restaurant, airport, and a hospital. So this kind of architecture, you can protect your privacy. You can decide which information you want to disclose to the specific parties. And the enterprises also reduce security risk because they don't need to the correct information and store in one place. And the second feature is anyone can verify it. So it's, reduce massive cost saving to, verification processes. I already told, bank, example. And, yeah, it's a, totally streamlined verification process. It's good for the user and the enterprises to save the cost and increase, customer experience is great.
Awesome.
And we deliver a decentralized identity platform that is global standard compliant and production ready. And our SDK and API, you can easily integrate to the decentralized identity feature into your application, even to the IoT devices. And our Unity Studio is like managing a dashboard that enable you to automate the verification process without any code. That is our product.
That sounds nice. So you mentioned IoT devices. So
Yeah.
which industry do you have strong use cases in addition to vaccine passport and the BFSI? Can you have already touched IoT devices. So
Yeah.
can you introduce some more?
Of course, there's many use cases, but now I'm interested in the IoT as a use cases. So we press release this month. I will, share later, but we start to work on the project to intend to build a decentralized IoT platform that smoothly connects people and machines. And with Tesla technology, it's a Japanese fabless maker for the electronic product. And also we collaborate with Renesas. It's a Japanese leading semiconductor maker. And we apply decentralized identity to the IoT devices. So there is some, market situation outside home. We are, contactless consumption. So before that, human face-to-face communication is necessary to get some services. But after pandemic, we have to replace the face-to-face operation to the machines. So we call this is contactless economy. And the market size will be the modern 11 billion market size by the 2025 in APEC. So we address this opportunity. And I'm interested in how to realize truly safe and secure data communication between human and machines. And this is a very hot field about IoT security privacy. So let me show the example. So Amazon Ring. So this is a home security camera. And they are facing a lot of criticism right now from the privacy concern, like, it's the largest civilian surveillance network the US has ever seen. So this is very hot topic. So how to protect the data privacy, data security on the IoT devices. And we leverage our technology for the IoT. So as I told, enabling privacy preserving data transaction, we can make this kind of safe transaction between human and machines. And also we can protect the data security. So it's a very technical, but PKI standard has significant advantage over the password method on the IoT devices. So but PKI using centralized certification authority require manual management of many certification for each IoT devices. Can you imagine? So lots of number of the IoT machines, and you have to manage by yourself manually to put the certification for each IoT device. That is, costly and troublesome, and there is some vulnerability of the security. If data breaches, that is problem. So if we use our technology, so we put some our SDK to the IoT devices. So devices create private key and public key automatically, and they register public key to the decentralized PKI network.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the totally same features, but
Mm-hmm.
we remove the human operation from
I
the
see. Yeah.
what is our feature, and yeah, currently we are working on this project with Renesas and Tesla technology.
Yeah, sounds exciting. So
Yeah.
unless being told, so I think
Mm-hmm.
most audience would assume that they have to manage the IoT devices by themselves, but it's a waste of time, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a waste of time and money. And if there are solutions that automates that process and make sure it's safe,
Yeah.
that'll be awesome. And
Yeah.
yes, thank you for sharing the great problem statement and solutions, Masa.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, so our audience concerns time and ROI. So those two elements are big concerns of corporate innovation and digitalization project.
Okay.
So can you share how easy for users to install your product?
Okay. Uh, yeah. So we focuses on building decentralized identity and the credentialing infrastructure layer, and provide some easy to use SDK and API and managing a dashboard. So client can integrate our solution to the application and the IoT devices with a few JavaScript code. It will take few days. And basically our client we deliver unit platform licensing and composed of annual license fee and the transaction fee. So when you are interested in our solution, we set up first call with a unit demo and to see mutual expectations and decide whether to enter into the deeper discussion. And typically we design the project together and the cross license agreement in few months, I think. And it depends on your teams, but typically we offer also our professional services to proceed the project to the success together. That is how to implement our services together.
Mhm. Oh, sounds nice. So the
Mhm.
installation is probably installation part should be much easier than most audience
Mhm.
assumes, and the process is almost, yeah, very much standardized.
Mhm.
So okay, so one last thing before you go. So would you be what would the world be like after Unit becomes the social infrastructure globally?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a long-term goal. It may be a long-term goal. Yeah, I would like to close the conversation
Yeah,
with
good question.
yes.
Yeah. So by reducing the cost of the trust on the internet, I believe we can realize a seamless connected world where people and the machine can exchange trusted data without any third party. It could be, sustainable and open and robust infrastructure for digital society, I think. And yeah, that's a good example. So in the global economy, there are more than 2 billion people do not have the official digital identity. They cannot access the global financial services. They cannot access the healthcare under the COVID-19. That is, I don't know how to solve this issue immediately right now. But if today's audiences identify our mission and our solution, we can build, new internet, identity stack. So we accelerate collaboration with you, and we will expand this network and ecosystem. And eventually we can solve the, social issue together. So it's like, very smooth and frictionless data exchange platform that's needed, for our, future digital society, I think.
Yeah, sounds super exciting.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right. So for those who are interested in massage solution unit, so please check out the website of CollaboGate for those who are interested. And thank you again, Masa, for joining Future Friday. So I
Thank you.
appreciate so much, and I hope that I hope that your product unit will be able to be accepted by the global audience. So thank you, Masa.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.